Hi everyone, and thanks for clicking on the video. Just going to be a quick one today. I wanted to show you something that I found that I think is pretty cool. So for the Pro Force, basically I wanted to get a hard case because most of my bows I've always had in a hard case. I like the way that you can really organize the inside of the case and have everything looking neat and tidy. And the only problem with hard cases is, generally speaking, they're quite expensive. So for my Carbon Spider 34, I've got a Plano hard case that I really like, but the price on that case was $250. So for the Pro Force, I wanted a hard case, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I happened to be in a store called Super Cheap Auto the other day. For people who don't know, that's kind of like a franchise automotive store. So they sell all kinds of automotive tools, paints, body kit parts, aftermarket parts, you name it. And I noticed that they had a whole bunch of hard cases in one corner of the store. So I went over to have a look and I found this one. So the brand name is ToolPro. I'm not sure exactly what its intended use is, but I was hoping the Pro Force would fit in it. So I bought one for, I think it was 150 bucks, brought it home and had a look to see if it'd fit, and it does. So the thing I like about this case so far is the construction of it looks just as good as a Pelican case or maybe even an SKB bow case. And as you all know, SKB bow cases are crazy expensive. I didn't want to spend 500 bucks just on a bow case. This one, it is a little bit heavy, but the plastic is quite thick, and I think that's why. It does have wheels on one end and a handle on this side, so you can sort of drag it along like you do with your suitcases at the airport if it's too heavy for you to carry. It does also have a regular carry handle on the front there. On the piece of paper that's stuck to it, it does say that it is dust resistant, it's high strength, water resistant, and shock resistant. So it seems like it's going to be a pretty good bow case. Might even be a little bit overkill. So I'll show you the back of the case, and you can see that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hinges. So I believe that the 5 hinges are going to make sure that this thing stays in one piece for a long time. And then if I flip it around to the front again, you can see over here and over here there's holes for padlocks, so that if you go on an aeroplane or you travel with your bow or whatever else you want to keep in this thing, you can secure it so that nobody can get in there that shouldn't. Now the 1, 2, 3, 4 latches for it, they feel really nice and tight. And as far as opening the lid is concerned, you can sort of hear there's obviously rubber. So the other thing that's really nice about it is it's got the foam. This is pre-perforated foam that you can tear out the little blocks whichever way you want it to be. And then underneath that piece of foam is another piece of foam as well. So if you want to use that, you can sort of peel it out so that it's in the shape of your bow, and that way when your bow's in this case it's not going to move. If you don't want to use that, you might have an issue with your bow sort of rattling around a bit. So obviously I'm going to make use of that as far as putting the bow in there is concerned. So I do have the Pro Force handy, and as we can see, it is going to fit in there, and there should be enough space over there for me to put the sight, so that obviously you're not going to have your sight attached to your bow while it's in your bow case if you can help it. And as far as the stabilizers and stuff are concerned, I should be able to fit them in the back here. I'll just have to get a little bit creative with how I pick the foam out. So that's a quick review of the ToolPro long safe case from Super Cheap Auto. My Carbon Spider 34 does not fit in it. It's not wide enough. So If you are going to be looking at potentially grabbing one of these guys to put your bow in, it's probably a good idea to go down, measure the inside of the case if you can, and then see how that stacks up with the width and length of your bow. It's not going to work for everybody. It's narrow bows and probably shorter bows will fit in it. I think my Stinger 3G from years ago would fit in this thing perfectly, and you'd still have space over here to sort of pick out some of that foam and maybe keep your release aid and some other bits and pieces in there as well. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like or a comment below, and remember, if you haven't already done so, click on the subscribe button and hit that little bell icon so that you can get an update every time I upload a new video. Hope you all have a good week, and remember, just do good shots.